And I want to take the time and thank each and every one of you, the guests who have taken time out of your day. You're given the most valuable commodity to be here during this 30-minute power Zoom, and that's your time. So I'm not going to take that for granted. I think it's important that you understand there are two types of people that are looking at what we have to offer. One is somebody that says, I was invited because I was told I can get the best pricing on precious metal, gold, and silver. And that's what you're interested in. If that's you, then we've got something for you. You're definitely going to get the best pricing because it's all in our name at Cost Metals. The second type of person is looking at us saying, you know what? We were told not only can we get good pricing, but we can also earn some extra income. If that's you, we've got you covered. We've got something for you. I think it's important that you understand that I'm not here to sell you on anything. At the end of the day, I'm here to educate you on who we are, what we're doing, and how we're doing it. And we're looking for people who are looking for at cost metal. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We'll get right to it. A couple reasons, in my opinion, that people don't get involved with at cost metals. Number one, their math is simply off. They don't understand the numbers. In my belief, in my opinion, there's no reason that people shouldn't diversify a portion of their portfolio into this asset class. There are things that are happening around the world that dictates the necessity that we all should be doing that. So I'm going to ask if you would, during this 30 minutes, if you can just kind of get your head out of the sand so that you can understand what's going on around you in everyday life. I know a lot of us are busy. It's the everyday mundane. Our week this week is going to be like last week. Our life is pretty much like a merry-go-round. We keep on getting off where we got on. I need you to pay attention so that you can see what's happening. I've always said that success leaves clues. Here's your first clue. CNN Business, December 16, 2023. Costco's hottest item isn't rotisserie chicken. Food has been placed with $2,000 gold bars. Think about that for a moment. And guess what? They had a limit. You couldn't buy more than 3 and they sold out. Here's another clue. CNN Business, March 7th, 2024. Why Costco's is selling gold bars and silver coins, and they're selling a lot of it. Here's another clue. Central banks are buying gold at record pace so far in 2023. I'm willing to bet they're going to break a record in 2024. So consumers are putting their money in the banks, but yet the banks are buying more GOLD. To me, that's a clue. And here's another clue. Gold prices tick up. Silver reaches 2-year high. This is Yahoo Finance, April 3rd, 2024. Why is it that we don't understand what's going on around us, and yet there is an asset like gold and silver that is hedging against inflation that we know is winning a war? There's a very, very powerful documentary that's out there that's entitled End of the Road: How Money Became Worthless. It's free. It's on YouTube. I'm going to recommend that you go take a look at that. But I'm going to show you a 2-minute clip from this documentary so you can understand the biggest Ponzi scheme ever in the U.S. as it relates to the U.S. dollar.
A few years ago changed the way they account for gold, and they're accounting for some of their receivables and their inventory as one line item. So they're accounting for what they actually have and what people owe them as the same thing. And that is basically illegal accounting. It's fraudulent.
But why work so hard to keep the price of gold and silver low? Why do healthy gold and silver prices threaten to collapse the Ponzi scheme?
There's this competitive relationship between gold and national currencies because gold is the only competitor to a national currency. You know, gold is money, and these national currencies are money substitutes that circulate in place of gold.
Fiat money gives the power to government. Real money keeps the power with the people. Because when you have real money, government is limited. It can only spend what it taxes. And the public will resist taxation. But if the government can simply print and borrow, there's a lot less resistance. And so it's a lot easier for the government to grow when it can promise something for nothing. And so that's what they do. And so gold is what protects the people from the reckless policies of government. Gold is government chaperone. The government wants to be able to do whatever it wants. Gold stands in its way. So yes, gold is an enemy of big government, but it's a friend of freedom. It's a protector of individuals from government.
Gold's a competitor to the dollar. When it's going way up, it's a threat for inflation. It's a barometer of the well-being of the United States. Look at gold screaming now and the world's falling apart. So it calls attention to how bad things are. So the U.S. government has an interest, Wall Street, the politicians, to keep the price suppressed.
Wall Street doesn't want you going down to a coin dealer buying gold and silver coins. They want to sell you paper. The government wants to sell you paper. So I would say it's the government and Wall Street.
Gold in the hands of people is the way you control government. Governments cannot create money out of thin air. If it's gold, they can only create paper out of thin air. And if they can create paper out of thin air, they can use that paper to wage wars, or they can use that paper as a political contrivance to enrich their friends. And as a consequence, governments have been fighting gold all century long.
Here's some statements from some experts. You've got U.S. Congressman Dr. Ron Paul that says inflation is a very simple concept to understand. More money equals less value. You got the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. He says silver may be the best possible way to build wealth. What's interesting is these quotes are at least 20 years old, but they're probably more truer today than ever before. So let's talk more about the company At Cost Metals. It's a brand new company, ladies and gentlemen. We're in our soft launch currently, but we have extremely seasoned ownership and management. We're offering true at cost pricing on precious metal and bullion. Let's talk reasons why this is so timely. Well, global uncertainty. I'm pretty sure that we all agree that we're living in times where there's some global uncertainty, and it pretty much dictates the necessity of a stable store value. Number two, oh my goodness, inflation, it's clearly winning this war. It's not getting any better. It's only going to get worse, in my opinion. Number three, globally, you got the housing market that's been affected. Grocery prices are not sustainable. Number four, central banks, they're all printing money at unprecedented rates. And number five, paper currency, it's going digital, ladies and gentlemen. And one of the biggest threats to the US dollar is BRICS, and you've got FedNow. And of course, the lasting effects of COVID, which has severely affected supply chains. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not opinions. These are facts, regardless of one's political views, nationality, or religion. So let's talk why precious metal. You know, Don mentioned to you that I've lived on crypto. I'm a crypto guy. 100% for 6 years. My wife and I lived on crypto. Everything we own and have purchased has been with crypto. You know what? Gold and silver, you can hold it in your hand. You can hold it in your hand. Although I've lived on crypto, I've never held Bitcoin or Ethereum in my hand. Gold and silver, you can. It holds real tangible value, and it's time tested, unlike some people's mindset when it comes to crypto. And it is by far, in my opinion, the best product that hedges against inflation that's clearly winning a war. It's easily explainable. Even children know that it's good to have gold and silver. And it's pretty stable during times of uncertainty, like right now. So let's talk about our business model. We've developed relationships with the largest market makers in bullion and numismatic coins, the fourth and fifth largest in the world. We own all of our networking software, so we don't outsource anything. The company's not going to charge you and I a monthly fee for a website. We get it for free. We sell precious metal and bullion at cost to our customers, which are our members. So let's talk about the products. We're going to offer the exact same coins, the exact same bars as Costco's. But guess what? We're going to offer it for less in any other major gold and silver retailer. The American Eagles, the Buffaloes, the Morgans, the Peace, the Canadian Maple Leafs, the South African Cougaran, your generic bars and coins, your Engelhart, your Johnson Matthey, and so much more. You can go to our website right now at costmetals.com/product. If you're viewing from your mobile phone, make sure you click on the metal. It will open up. It will show you At Cost Metals member price. It will show you the buyback price if the market just stayed flat, stayed the same, and you kept it in the vault and you wanted to sell it immediately and cash out. And it also shows you spot, which is the price that fluctuates based on what's going on in the market in real time. So we provide that transparency. And what's the big deal? What's the difference between buying dealer direct versus at cost? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. If you buy from a dealer, you are buying dealer direct. but that has no bearing on the price that you pay. It rather refers to who sold it to you. At cost means the price the dealer pays is the same price people like you and I as members pay. It's all in the name. At the time the company put together this presentation, they did a price comparison on the most purchased coin in the world, which happens to be a single silver eagle. Some of the competitors were priced anywhere from $29.90 to $31.54. Your big gold and silver online retailers, $31.01, $31.24. At cost metals, $26.48. We're talking about a savings in this example, anywhere from 12.4 to 18% for the exact same coin. Let me ask you a question. Would you pay 18% more for your gas? 18% more for your groceries? I don't think so. You want best price possible. Remember, it's all in our name. And we're very close to launching what I feel would be one of the most powerful features of At Cost Metals. It's a $200 value towards our membership, but it allows people like you and I to buy precious metals incrementally. We can buy $1 worth, $5 worth, $20 worth of gold or silver, okay? And even $1 million worth is totally fine, but the amount of metal you purchase is tracked to 0.001 of an ounce, and it will be displayed on our metals page. This means we can accumulate the metal at our own pace the way it really should be. And all of the metal you purchase is yours. It's physically held in the DAP vault. You can have it shipped or sell it with the click of a button. The way that works, if you have it in the DAP vault and you want to sell it, you click a button. This kind of reminds me of crypto because remember, I never held it in my hand. And when I want to sell, I push the button and then I cash out and have the money move to my MasterCard or Visa card, and I've got access to it and go to the ATM and withdraw the money. So here you set up by via ACH, you can cash out and you can withdraw the money by via ACH, or you can use the money on your balance to buy precious metal and click a button and have it shipped. You have the option. And speaking of vaults, it's one of the most economical ways to service our customers. We're talking about highest ranking rated vaults with impenetrable walls and barriers. Not only that, the vaulting process has dual control procedures, which require multiple people to perform separation of duty simultaneously. Customers' precious metals are held as bailment and not deposits or consignment, offering protection to customers because assets cannot be seized to pay depository debts. Strict proven process to ensure customers' precious metals deposits are secure. Investors' data is what? Kept private to ensure discreet confidential treatment on all aspects of customer accounts. Also maintaining all risk, insurance, as well as additional policies which cover acts of terrorism. Strict inventory control, real-time reporting available 24/7, expedient processing of shipments, fully insured delivery, international delivery, custom clearance. We're talking about vaults that are owned by the suppliers, and this is where countries store pallets of their gold and silver. Now, if it's safe enough for countries to store their gold and silver, it's safe enough for people like you and I. And it's very, very affordable, anywhere from 0.45% of the account value to 0.60% of the account value. Now, let's talk about how much is the membership. There's only two offerings. We've got the best choice, which is the Metals Plus package for $399. What do you get for $399? Well, you will receive 18 months of unlimited at-cost pricing of physical precious metals and bullion. Did you hear me? 18 months of unlimited, no limits. Not only that, you receive access to specialty collectible products that are going to be below retail pricing. Not only that, you're going to also receive the DAP Trading Vault for fractional purchasing, which is a $200 value. And by the way, the company's going to gift us what? 3 perfectly graded MS-70 numismatic silver coins that are valued anywhere from $75 a coin, when there's other competitors selling that exact same coin for $120 a coin. So if we average that out, we're talking about $9.99 a month for the membership. So that's one offering. The second membership offering is the metals package. It's $149. What do you get for $149? 1 year, of unlimited at-cost pricing, physical precious metals, and bullion. You also receive access to the specialty collectible products below retail pricing, and you also get access to the DAP Trading Vault, which allows for fractional purchasing, which again is a $200 value. Those are the 2 membership offerings. So if you're looking at us only from a customer's perspective, here it is. Here's the offering. You can make your own decision based on what you've seen. We provide the pricing on the website, providing transparency. And right now, because we're in soft launch, the time clock on the membership hasn't even started yet until we offer every single thing the membership has to offer from the company. So I consider us in that moment of grace right now, where we're receiving grace. We can buy all the metal that we want, even though the time clock on the 18 months or the 12 months has not started ticking yet. Let me take it a step further. Here's one gentleman that bought a 10-ounce bar from Costco's, and he took a picture and sent it to me. And he showed me his price he paid at Costco's, and he showed me the price he paid for a 10-ounce bar from at Cost Metals. And he saved about 14%. Now, that's just on one. What if he bought 10 of them or 50 of them? Think about that savings. Now, I talked about the numbers, and speaking of, we've had over 9,000 members that have enrolled since we started our soft launch and pre-launch. So they understand the numbers. The question is, will you understand the numbers? And if it makes sense to you, it's going to make sense to others. We're talking about a business and a time in our world that's driving people to a space to buy precious metals because of global uncertainty and inflation that's winning a war. People want to feel comfortable and safe. And if it makes sense to you, you have to understand it's going to make sense to someone that you know. So the company decided to do something different. They're not going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars running TV commercials and advertisement to bringing new members. They're going to allow everyday ordinary people, watch this, regardless of race, gender, religion, education, or background, to simply share their membership experience with others. And we're living in the days of technology, AI, Web 3.0. We simply leverage technology to work this business and take advantage of the tax perks of a home-based business. CBS News, April 10th, 2024, Costco's is now selling up to $200 million a month in gold and silver. That is that many people. Think about all the people that are paying more than they have to for gold and silver because they simply don't know about at-cost metals just yet. Every company out there nowadays has some form of an affiliate model, ladies and gentlemen. Every company. So as I start talking about the money, please understand you don't have to leverage this as a business if you don't want to. You can simply get the best pricing on your physical precious metal and you can be happy. But if you want to leverage this as a business, I'm going to talk about a little bit of money, but there's no guarantees of income here. This is a business. You have to follow a system that is proven, predictable, and profitable. It's like following the yellow brick road. You've seen The Wizard of Oz. Everybody wanted something different, but they had to follow the same path to get what they wanted. The lion wanted courage. The 10 men wanted a heart. Dorothy wanted to go home. They all wanted something different, but they had to follow the same path. So we've got a system in place, proven, predictable, and profitable. Just follow our system and you can have success. Target has an affiliate model. Amazon has an affiliate model. Walmart and American Airlines has an affiliate model. So why not at Cost Metals? 3 requirements for a successful company: perfect timing, perfect product, perfect business model. Perfect timing because what's going on in our economy that's driving people to this space to buy precious metal, gold and silver. Also timing when it comes to boarding a plane of opportunity. Do you want to board that plane when it's in the air or you want to board that plane when it's on the ground? This plane is on the ground. We all have a first class ticket boarding right now because we're in soft launch. No one really knows about us yet. But don't board with a coach class mentality and miss out on your potential destiny because of some things that may have happened to you in the past. Let the past be in the past. You get to start today. Perfect product. This is not a shake. It's not a patch. It's not a get skinny pill. And don't get me wrong, I'm all about great health. My wife is a health coach. But that's not what this is. This product doesn't have an expiration date. It's not a consumable. It's trading fake money for real money. So we've got the perfect product. And we've got the perfect business model. So let's talk about the company. We know we've got seasoned ownership and management. They've got experience in this space. We know we're offering true at-cost pricing of precious metal and bullion, but we've got the most incredible lucrative compensation plan with a residual component that is fueled when consumers trade a lie for the truth, fake money for real money. And that pays us on a residual basis. Here's how it works. It's a binary comp plan. By means two. You're going to have two teams. You're going to have a left team and you're going to have a right team. You can't go wider than two. Now, you can introduce as many as you want. There are people on this Zoom that have directly introduced more than 200 people directly. But guess what? They have to fall underneath one another because you can't go wider than two. Every time a metals package membership is sold for $149, it's going to pay a $25 direct to whoever directly sold that membership. And that's 30 points that will hit the binary tree. And then anytime someone buys a Metals Plus package for $399, it's going to pay a $50 direct. And that's 100 points that will fuel that binary tree. You're going to want to remain active here. There's some benefits to you remaining active as a builder. The way you do that, trade fake money for real money. It's the $75 get ahead monthly coin. That's 20 points for each coin. And then we've got specialty bullion. That's anywhere from 1 to 50 points per coin. We have binary team cycles. Every time there's 500 points accumulate on your left, 500 points that accumulate on your right, it pays you $500 cycle bonus. Every time that happens. Where do the points come from, Antoine? 30 points on the metals package, 100 points on the Metals Plus package, 20 points on the $75 get ahead monthly coin, 1 to 50 points per coin on the specialty bullion. 500 points left, 500 points right, pays you a $500 cycle. Then we have the matching bonus, 10% match on personal referral team cycles for affiliates ranked silver or gold. So anyone you directly introduce, every time they earn $500 cycle bonus, you earn a 10% match, 50, 50, 50, 50. And then we have the pot of gold. The company did something very different and unique. We don't have a master distributor at Cost Metals. They took that top position and they quoted it gold. And it's a position that has the potential to grow, no different than my position, no different than anyone else's position as a member or an affiliate. And over time, we know that position will grow. And as it grows, the company's going to take 50% of those commissions and split it equally amongst all those at the gold rank. But remember, we're in soft launch. We're in the infancy stages right now. So speaking of ranks, how many do we have? 3. It's very simple. Affiliate, silver, and gold. That's it. Let me give you some visual context. Here's you in the middle. Let's focus on what does it take for you to become an affiliate. If you look at the blue, you need a membership cell on your left, a membership cell on your right. And it doesn't matter which one. And everyone needs to be active. We talked about what the requirements are of being active. Well, guess what? As an affiliate, you have the income potential to earn up to $2,000 a week in income. Company pays weekly. That's with 2 E's, not EA. Some of y'all get that when you lay your head down at night. But it pays weekly. Okay, that's the income potential. And if you do a little more, the company says we'll pay you a lot more. You have 2 more directs on your left, 2 more directs on your right for a total of 3 directs left, 3 directs right. Help one of those direct become an affiliate just like you. Okay, affiliate left, affiliate right. Now you're a silver. What does that mean? Now you participate in the 10% tech match of the bonuses from your directs, meaning anytime they cycle and earn 500, you're going to earn that $50 bonus. And then you can earn up to $10,000 a week in income potential as a silver. And if you do a little bit more, the company says, we'll pay you a heck of a lot more. 3 more directs on your left, 3 more directs on your right. Help one of them become silver on your left, silver on your right. Now you're gold. Now you're gold. 10%, Anytime your 12 directs cycle and earn the $50, earn the $500, you're going to earn the 50. You participate in the pot of gold as that grow over time, and you can now earn up to $30,000 per week in income potential as a gold. On our next call, we're going to highlight some of the newly promoted silvers and newly promoted golds on our next call. Some additional compensation information. Points can begin to accumulate when? As soon as you are placed into the genealogy, and they can accumulate up to, don't miss this, your max-based rank. So if you are an affiliate, those points can begin to accumulate up to the $2,000 for the week in income. Silver, up to the $10,000 for the week in income. Gold, up to the $30,000 for the week in income. At cost means the price the dealer pays is the same price the members pay. Unused points remain intact. They do not reset after a cycle as long as you are active. What do you mean, Antoine? Example, you got 900 points on your left team. You've got 700 points on your right team. Commission week ends, 500 on your left, 500 on your right, pays you a $500 cycle. But what about the remaining 400 points on your left and the remaining 200 points on your right? As long as you're active, those points stay and carry over into the next commission week. If you are not active, they flush and you start all over again. Pay period. Sunday AM, Saturday PM Eastern, US. We compress on the direct 10% match when it's appropriate, 75% hard cap on commissions to ensure the company stays open. Leadership in the field have input on the direction of the company, which means we have a voice. So in other words, the company has made it so easy that even a caveman can do it. And we're leveraging technology. Now, there are several leaders that have their own systems, their own tools to build their business. And that's great. They've got their yellow brick road. I suggest you get with them and you follow that yellow brick road. If you don't have a system and you're looking for something to leverage technology, then I'd like to welcome you to the Advancement Navigator. It's free. It's an app that you can download that has been built for ACM. And guess what? It does the heavy lifting. Anybody you want to talk to, you send a text. You can get their permission to text them and send them information. You don't have to figure out what to say. Their script's already there. It's a built-in CRM that no one has access to but you. And it drips on them. At the end of the meeting, if you're sending the Zoom link through the app, when I close out this meeting, it takes them to your own personal business marketing page with your picture, your phone number, your email address, your join link to join At Cost Metals. And if they got questions, they can type in their questions and it sends you a notification via the app. So we've got systems and tools in place to help you grow and become as successful as you want to become if you're willing to follow the yellow brick road. With that being said, I know there are two types of mindsets here. And all you have to do is share with the person that invited you. Either you have the mindset of a number one or a mindset of a number two. Mindset of a number one says, Antoine, I understand the numbers. I'm in. Send me your link. If that's you, you get back with that person that invited you. And guess what? You get their link and you enroll and you buy your membership immediately, because there could be several others that they have on here. And there's a chance that either you could fall below them or they could fall below you. And it's not just them, it's anyone they ever introduce. Because remember, we can't go wider than two. Mindset of a number two says, Antoine, it looks great, but guess what? It's just not for me. That's okay. We go in knowing that this is not for everyone. But be honest with the person that invited you, because they thought enough of you not to prejudge you. They wanted to get you in front of 100% of the information so that you can make the best decision for you and your family. We're not here to convince anyone to do anything. Convince a man against their will is of the same opinion still. We're looking for people who are looking for what At Cost Metal has to offer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the screen share. And I want to give you the opportunity to hear some updates from an individual that I truly, truly have a lot of respect for. I had the opportunity to meet this gentleman while I was living in Vietnam. And we built a relationship online on a Zoom, just like this, for almost 5 years. My wife and I was working with him and just got a chance to know him as a person, know his character, know his background. And we've been so pleased with who he is. And when I first moved here, tell you the type of person he is. we got a new apartment here because we still have our home in Vietnam. Getting back into the system here in the US, everything had expired for me, no ID, no US bank account because we lived on crypto. So I kind of felt like I was getting back into the matrix, so to speak, right? So this gentleman came to our apartment and said, I got the perfect table for you. And we're like, no, it's okay. He says, no, I insist. Do you know he delivered the table and he and I put the table together? That's the type of person he is. He ain't flashy. He's not here to wine and dine anybody. He's just who he is as a person. And I can appreciate that because I'm telling you, in the 28 years I've been in this space, there's been some people trying to wine and dine me. I can't tell you how many trips I've flown to Dubai, looking and evaluating companies. And to be honest with you, they wasn't who they said they were. It didn't pan out to the things that they said they were and the things that they were going to do. But my family and I have been truly blessed by this gentleman because we've worked with him for the past almost 5 years. He's my good friend, and he's got an incredible partner that works with him who is also knowledgeable in this space, Mr. Troy Lacoe, who is not here, but you're going to hear from our acting CEO, Mr. Justin Davis. If we can find Mr. JD.
Yes,
there
sir.
he is. Awesome. Thank you
was
for joining
trying
us, sir.
Thank you. Antoine says I didn't wine and dine him, but that's actually not true. It was just barbecue and sweet tea. It was a little different. So I hope everyone's having a great day. Antoine, thank you as always for the perfect explanation for what we do. I just wanted to jump on again and give everyone another update. Things are looking great. There's actually nothing for me personally to do on the shopping cart. So we're just waiting for final approval from our vendors. We are working on a presentation. It'll be a separate PowerPoint and explanation of the shopping cart and the DAP vault together. So that way you as a customer, as a member of At Cost, you'll know exactly what to do. Again, ACH, inbound ACH to the company is by far the least expensive way to do a transaction. So we'll walk through that whole process of here's how you set up your ACH payment. You can use debit card, credit card to fund it. It's just not the most economical way to do it. So we'll walk through step by step so that it just becomes very clear to everyone, and we make sure that we're all on the same page. There was an email that went out a few days ago. I was made aware of that it did not come from corporate. So just make sure that if you are getting information, it's either from your upline or from a trusted source, especially if it's saying something important. So we've already got the email written for the shopping cart. And as soon as we launch that, obviously we push the button and everyone will be made aware of that. So real quick, I've got to say congratulations to Tammy. I put this in the chat. She made gold today, and which is crazy because she could actually have made gold probably 4 times over if she had given away sponsorships to, make it work. And she did it the least greedy way possible. She just wanted to make sure everybody was intact and the friendships remained intact. So congratulations, Tammy. And to all of our gold and silvers, we'll give out the new ranks, the new promotions, people that ranked up on the next Zoom. And guys, just be ready for this email. Okay. It will have a link directly to the explanation and the walkthrough of the shopping cart. So just keep in mind the DAP vault and the physical vault of our vendors are 2 separate things. The DAP vault is for purchasing incrementally with the intentions of not taking shipment. And then the physical vault is for taking shipment, or of course you can have it delivered to yourself. So we'll go over all that in the presentation, but I just wanted to come on and say hi to you guys, give you an update on that. Look out for the email. Antoine, thank you for the presentation. Thank you for all your hard work, guys. And hopefully next week we'll be not only using our shopping cart, we will be using our shopping cart next week, but we'll be announcing the the next big event where we can all meet and shake hands and wine and dine each other and make friends. So that's where we're at, guys. Appreciate you so much. Everybody have a great night. Antoine, back to you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so very much, JD. Appreciate those updates. And congratulations to Grady. Grady, I know you're the one that hit silver that helped take Tammy and pushed her over to gold. So again, congratulations to both of you. We've got
Absolutely.
more coming. There's so much more. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Get back with the person that invited you. We have these every Tuesday, every Thursday. There's simply a 30-minute Power Zoom giving you a chance to invite your prospects to get under the spout where the information comes out. Take care, everyone, and God bless.